Good afternoon. Hello everybody. Welcome to my channel. My name is Chrissy and today I'm going to be giving you a prediction reading for the 30th of August. Now if you are new here, I let my guides channel through to you and get messages to you. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't hit those like buttons and comment down below. You know I love hearing from you guys, and we'll just get started and we'll see what comes up. Oh, this morning in this morning's video, I talked about them getting the red carpet out again, and they're starting to turn up the dial. I think I said that yesterday on the reset. They're starting to roll things back out again. They pulled their reset agenda rollout in for a little while, but now they're starting to bring it out again. And it's showing me like the rocket launching. And I guess you could kind of say this is a comparison to, I think they're actually sending another ship to the moon. Am I correct there? I haven't actually watched it. I've just seen snippets of it, but I'm getting that man on the moon thing. So this is what I'm kind of getting, but they're showing me the rocket is launching for the reset agenda. So it's like full steam ahead again. If you think of a rocket launching, for example, we might see one soon going to the moon. Same kind of scenario. It's this firing up of the engines, and they're firing up all cylinders now, and it's going to be all go. The rocket ship's about to take off again. Oh God. Oh, honestly, the Great Reset. Oh, it's just driving us all crazy, isn't it? So I do feel this like taking off energy. It's that rocket ship taking off. So if we see the visuals of them trying to fly to the moon again, that's the visual of the reset in her head. Again, what a wonderful distraction. Everybody focused on, I think it's going to the moon. I don't know. I haven't even been watching. I've only just seen snippets of it. This is what we're getting, the launching of the reset agenda again. But they're launching it in a different way. That's what I keep saying. See, they hit everybody too hard, and they've had to go away, regather their thoughts, regroup, and reconfigure, I keep saying, and come up with a different plan of how they're going to move forward. And now I explained this morning how they're going to create this illusion that the people are involved in this process, which we know they're not, but it's going to give that illusion that you're making a difference. I said about using the words you, focusing on the people. They've taken things that have worked in the past. This is government and these people rolling out the agenda, and they're trying to bring that into their new launch of the Great Reset, because we know they're still trying to bring it out. So this is what I'm getting. They're trying to take, if you think of a rocket ship taking off, they're trying to take this to a different level. They're trying to like ignite some sort of interest in all of this. Oh my God. We know we're not interested in the Great Reset agenda, are we? But they're trying to ignite interest in the people by getting them to focus on their own lives. Like, you're going to make a difference to your planet. You're going to improve the carbon emissions. I keep saying that, and that's what they're doing with this rocket launching. It's like this sort of big event, but they're tackling it all now from a different angle. Hang on, let's see where else we go with this today. So you got to remember, to these elite people and these people in charge and that are rolling everything out, this is a really big event for them. Because if you think about it, as we know here on my channel, they've been trying to get this going for like 3 years. We know it's been percolating and hovering in the background, and they had to get the timing just right because they had to hit everybody with the big pandemic first to get people to put apps on their phone, to get people to comply, to work out who's who in the zoo, to see how people were going to react. Because you've got to remember, and I keep saying it, they didn't know how people were going to react. They thought they would just get everybody and everyone would just follow along. They thought they'd have their handful, but it was actually a lot of people that stood up in that very beginning. And that's what that's why they've had to change all this, because their original plan hasn't gone smoothly. And I keep saying that. So now they've had to come at this from a different angle and with a different approach. But, you know, they've been very patient. For 3 years, they've been trying to get to the real nitty gritty of what they're really trying to bring in, which is change every aspect of everybody's life. For what reason? we know it's just for money and power, and so they can have their own world to themselves, without having to mix with all us little people and peasants, I call us. They don't want middle class. So middle class is being taken out of the equation, and we know that it is, especially with interest rate rises, cost of living. We know it's wiping out those bigger businesses as well that are in between. It's squashing the middle class and making them go down to the lower class, because most people in middle class aren't going to go up into the elite levels, are they? They're going to always end up struggling, because they're forcing that to happen. It's been all a manipulated plan, and it's working very well, I have to say. Oh, hang on a sec. Let's see what else we get today. I'm still getting that visual. I'm still getting that visual of people running from government. So people are still running out the tunnel, heading towards the light. I keep talking about that, like Mission Impossible, like dun 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 dun, and they're running to that Mission Impossible music, and it's like they're leaping out of the tunnel and really fighting now to get to that light, because they know that what I said a few weeks ago, I think it was, that tunnel was starting to collapse behind them. They know they've got to get out before it's too late. Oh, gosh, they need to stand up before it's too late, don't they? But I'm definitely getting that kind of energy. These people are exhausted. They're running from government. They're out of there. I'll just see where else we go. Hang on a sec. Because people don't want this. People don't want their lives taken over by, excuse me, corporate, government leaders, people in charge, people who think they're above everybody. People don't want their lives run by these people, because they're seeing it now. I keep saying the veil's lifted ages ago, and these people are able to see it now. It might not be as crystal clear as our crystal glasses that all of you on my channel that we wear, meaning you get to see things from our higher senses, and we sort of have this knowing. But these people are starting to wake up. Their senses are starting to open up, and they don't want this anymore. They don't want it. Oh, it's so frustrating, isn't it? Even they don't want it anymore. It's just, that's why I'm getting that tired energy. The guides are saying, sorry guys, sometimes I just get this tired energy. The guides are saying that this is all this, mostly the pandemic, I would say, is past its use by date. It's showing me that it's like people going to the fridge and finding like an old yogurt or something in there, and it's past the use by date, and you have to chuck it out because it's starting to smell a bit and get a bit stinky and a bit off. Well, that's what's starting to happen with the big jab wheel rollout and everything else that's coming. It's all getting past its use by date, and people are wanting to chuck it out of their lives. We know that. Oh, we chucked it out a long time ago. We didn't even look at the use by date, did we? We just didn't like the brand. And so we threw it away very early. But that's what I'm getting for these people. They want, it's past the use by date. You know, people aren't interested in it anymore. There's only a small amount of people that are really stuck in that psychosis still. And you still see them wearing masks everywhere. I see them walking down the street in a mask. I can't believe people are still wearing masks. I'm sure you guys see it as well. You just go, how? How can you breathe? How can you stand it? I don't judge and I accept it, but I just don't get it. I just don't get it. Anyway, let's see where else we go. I'm getting England, France, Belgium. I get Munich. All these places are like capable of standing up now. I do get this, I get that energy rising. People want to have their say. They're showing me people like on the megaphone going, well, we don't agree with this. We want change in our lives. We're tired and we're sick of this. And that's what they're saying. People are tired and sick of it. I do see movement in these places where people might be standing up. They're banding together. They're starting to come together now. And they're wanting to be heard. People are wanting to be heard in these areas. Let's see where else we go. Gosh, this is interesting. Finally, I'm getting that some of these government leaders and people in power, they're running the gauntlet. And that's interesting, isn't it? Because it's almost like they're going to be knocked down. Like you think of the running the gauntlet. It's like taking a big risk, isn't it? So there might be things coming soon that are going to expose some of these elite leaders for their corruption, which we know. God, you think of the money that's been exchanging hands. Oh my God. I reckon people would be mortified if they knew how much like exchanges between parliamentary leaders and big pharma and all these companies and things that seem to conveniently get all the contracts, and we know how it goes. It's all the exchange of the dollars. I'll scratch your back if you scratch mine. That's how these wealthy elites work. They look out for each other and they take good care of each other. So I do believe that there's been this running of the gauntlet. But when you're running the gauntlet, and this is what I'm saying about these elite people in power, there's always a risk you're going to get hurt. And I feel like that things are going to be discovered and they're going to be exposed. It won't be all of them. Unfortunately, it won't be all of them. There's just going to be a couple, and I've been saying that for a little while now, a couple might be exposed for their true dictatorship or their true lies and deception maybe. But I do feel like that's going to come out. Maybe secret recordings have happened. There's some sort of, it feels to me like there might be concrete evidence that they've lied, which we know they have, all of them have. But these particular ones that might get caught out, hang on. Because the corruption's, it's so rife. It's saying it's so bad, the corruption at these elite levels. I often talk about them, don't I, competing with each other, and how they're even competing against each other now. Who's going to get this out? And who's going to do the best renewables? And who's going to take over the farms? And, all this stuff. And they compete with each other. And this is why all that corruption's just so full on. Gosh, even here in Australia now, I know BlackRock, I think it was, I'm pretty sure, bought one of the casinos. I think it was down south. And it had real corruption, Star Casino or something like that. And it had a lot of corruption. They actually had an inquiry or something into it. And now it ends up being that it's moved to all the other casinos, like virtually here in Australia, up to Brisbane and somewhere, I don't know. But we know all these big puppet masters are behind everything, doing all the corrupt stuff that they do, even in the casinos. Like, this is a huge, huge event that's currently playing out for these elites and people in powerful positions, really. And that's what's sort of happening here. Things start getting exposed. Hang on, let's see if there's something else today. And it's saying like, this is you watching my channel, we're going to get information delivered to us, and it's like coming very soon, but it's like information that's regularly coming in. So we sort of always talk here about the concrete evidence and we need that like concrete evidence just to confirm things. But I sort of feel like we're even going to be shocked. Like, sometimes when things get exposed, we even get shocked, because I always talk about that iceberg and how there's a lot more beneath the surface that we're not even aware of. And I do feel like we'll even be getting some shocks in the months moving up to sort of towards Christmas, because there's going to be more and more things exposed, and they're going to be quite dramatic. And of course, the guides are saying kind of up to us to spread the information, because we know it's still pushed down the algorithms. So thank you to Zuckerberg, who controls everything and gets told he has to do it, apparently. Oh, imagine the bickies and the dollars he gets paid to push things down the algorithm. Oh, imagine his paycheck for the Hunter Biden event. Oh my God. And a big pharma. I mean, can you imagine the money that's getting exchanged? That's what I mean. These elite people in power, they look after each other, don't they? Oh my God, it's so frustrating. So if we get any information in the next couple of months, we have to kind of share it. As long as it's not around the jab. Just be very careful with the jab thing, because it is a very sensitive issue for many. Not us, but it is for these people waking up. They're still very raw about that. Even though we see it as totally unjust, sort of what happened to us, They don't see it that way still. They still think it was all fair. And how's that fair? I'll just see if there's anything else to close with today. I'm getting it. People are standing up. They are. People are standing up against government. That's what it's saying. It is saying it. Because they now know that this is tyranny. They know that when the red carpet gets rolled out, what's it bring with it? Tyranny. People are working it out. If you allow these big people in power and these big elites take over your life, you're going to end up living in a dictatorship, and it's all about tyranny, losing your voice and having no say and no freedom. They're working it out. Don't worry, they're working it out. I'll see if there's anything else. Hang on. And it's like, that's what they're saying. They're saying we're going to get delivered the truth. We are going to get a lot of truths. Coming up to Christmas, I feel like we're going to get fed a lot of truths. We're going to really see things for the truth, which will be like that hard evidence. But it's always good for us because we sort of tick it off our bucket list of truths that we want to come out. I mean, look at that Mark Zuckerberg. Yeah, Mark Zuckerberg, isn't it? He was, that came straight from the horse's mouth, that he's been fiddling around with the algorithms. Like, how brilliant's that? That's a tick right there. Oh, they play with the algorithms. No, they don't. That's a conspiracy. So we're going to get more of these leading up to Christmas. So look, I'm going to leave you with that today. It's just some things to think about today. I had to do a bit of a lighter reading day today after my big rant, and I didn't even know what that was yesterday. I felt a bit angry yesterday. I just had to get it all out because it was the most ridiculous thing. Sometimes it just all peaks like the mountain peak, doesn't it? It just peaks in you and you have to just let it all out. I know you guys understand. Thanks again for all your support. And I know you guys get it. This has been the most frustrating experience. Oh my God, and we're still in it. Anyway, fingers for more standing up because it is coming, and we're going to get a little bit more proof and evidence, which now the guides are saying that we have to sort of continue to share bits and pieces of information because it's healthy, because these people need to see it and find it, because we know it's never going to be on mainstream media, is it? No, never. Zero, nothing. Oh my God. All right, I'm going to say goodbye from Australia. Take care, everybody. Have a wonderful day. Or night, rather. I'm going into the night here. You're probably getting up. It's probably morning. Good morning. Have your nice coffees. Go and enjoy your coffee, you guys. All right, I'm going to go and get the dinner on, and I'll say goodbye from Australia. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the like buttons, comment, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye, everybody. Bye.